for this? Y'all ready for this?
Good evening. Good afternoon, everybody. It's Paul and Andy show. Andy's sick. So I'm here by myself doing a Christmas show. Looking like fat old Saint Nick in the control seat here. Yeah, it was really nice. Santa came by. He dropped off a little elf powder for the old man. So we'll get to that later on in the show. Tonight I have Oscar from Men on a Mission from WWE. Is going to be my guest for my Christmas show. We should be having a lot of fun. Going to tell us life in the WWE. He's going to tell us what it's like. Very nice man. I couldn't wait to meet him. It should be a lot of fun. Look at this, an hourglass. I have a half-hour show and they give me a 3-hour glass. Well, unbelievable. You know. Wait, let me turn it. Like sands of the hourglass. Here goes Paul's ass out the door. All right? All right. Today, you notice it's empty. I'm non-filtered today. So anything can jump off. Anything can happen. I just like to say, to everybody, to enjoy their Christmas with their loved ones. Have a good one. Be safe. Don't eat and drink too much. And let's have fun. Now, let's talk about Sony. I wasn't going to touch this, but I really kind of pissed off that a 4-foot person from halfway around the world can tell us what we can and cannot watch. Do we honestly own anything in America? We don't own Dunkin' Donuts. We don't own 7-Eleven. We don't own BP. Do we own anything other than the name? Is this like a corporate thing? There's got to be a corporate thing, you know? Here, that little 4-foot mug, they give him North Korea, and he threatened South Korea. South Korea is still here. So I would love to go to the movies on New Year's Day and see who gets blown up. It'd be fantastic. It'd be like a Bruce Willis movie. Come on. You don't miss a heartbeat with Bruce Willis. We can just hire a bunch of Bruce Willis lookalikes to stand around the movie theater. It'll scare the shit out of this Chinese guy, or whatever Asian culture he's from, and we'll never get bombed. Simple. Boom, boom. Sony should know this. Sony should know this. Repackage it. Repackage it. Do something with it. You know, I'm waiting to go to try to get coffee at 7-Eleven and be told by some guy in Pakistan I need to go to Dunkin' Donuts, and the guy from India will tell me to go to BP. Come on. Give me a break. You're killing me. You're killing me, people. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. And we're the big badass Americans. We stepped down from a Chinese guy. He probably doesn't even know how to do kung fu, karate, or doesn't hold belts in anything. He can barely talk. That we know. You know, come on. We got the Bin Laden. We got him. How can't we pick off this little guy? Come on. Come on. It'd be like shooting a fish in a barrel. This guy needs to go, that he threatens us. He threatens the whole American nation that we cannot watch a movie. Well, you know what? I say we round up all the Asian people and send them back to their countries. All right, let's stop the chink attack. Nobody eat Chinese food. Let's see how he likes that. Let him get stuck with all the friggin' rice. You think he's going to dig it? He's not going to dig it. Screw you. You're going to blow up my movie theaters? I'm going to throw rice at you. Screw you. There it is. Unbelievable. Unbelievable that what we do as Americans, we bow down and just kiss ass. And I am sorry. It is ridiculous. I'll go over. So, Obama, pay for a plane. I'll go over. I can use a vacation. I'll kick him in the ass. I'll show him the movie twice. I'll strap him to the seat. I'll send you a video. Come on. Please. Let's not be a cyber bullied by a midget. That's just not fair. It's just, but you just want to do it. You just want to do it. We are the badasses of the world and we're acting like punks. We can't watch it. I'm 59 years old and I am told I can't go to a movie theater by a 40-year-old kid just because he owns North Korea? Come on. Come on. Stop. I say we get Bruce Willis. Hey, how about we give Arnold another Humvee? Send him over. Him, Stallone, we'll send the Expendables. They'll kick his ass. They kick anybody's ass. So why would we be frightened of a little Chinese guy? You guys are killing me. And I want to thank you for ruining my holiday because I was going to go see that movie. I like Seth Rogen, I think his name is. But you little Benny Hanni bitch. Really, you really on my nerves. I was just saying, I've had it. I got guys in a towel running half the country holding my oil. Now I got the other half holding my movie theater. What is next? What are we going to come up with next? Well, sorry, let's not forget our pimps. They're a cultural phenomenon within themselves. So basically, it's really kind of hard to be white these days. You know, we say something, we're racist. They say something, it's right. I just don't understand it, you know. You can't get laid because the blacks are pimping out all the women. You can't go to the movies because the chinks got the corner market on that. And the towel heads got your gas and the Hindus got your coffee. Pfft, what the hell is this? I'm becoming multinational. I'm going to start painting my face every day a different color and claim to be that race. That's why I don't get my ass kicked. It's crazy. It's crazy. We're going to take a commercial. I will be back with Oscar, Man on a Mission.
I am Tom Mealy for the Harrison Law Group, and I have been telling you for years that getting involved in an automobile accident is no joke. This is what we do. We're not new at this game. If you've been involved in an accident of any kind, and you go to a law firm that says you have no case, it's simple. It's because they can't do it and they don't get it. You need to call us directly at 1-800-INJURY-LAW.
Hello. We're back. How you doing? I had to get rid of the alarm clock. It's gone off. It's that time. With me right now is Oscar. It was part of the tag team wrestling Men on a Mission.
Men on a Mission.
There we go.
Oh, wait a minute. In case you think you're seeing things, yes, I was just on another show. I flew all the way over to another show. You're going to see my fat ass on Madhouse TV all day. This is the Oscar Madhouse TV marathon. It's like going from Letterman to Conan to whoever the hell.
To the janitor, Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah, and then if the janitor got a show, I'm going to be mopping up with him, talking current events.
There we go. There we go. That's the way to go. So how you doing?
I'm all right, man. How you doing? Thanks for having me.
You're welcome, man. It's nice to have you out here because my co-host, as you know, is sick. So I'm kind of glad I caught you between acts so we can, see what's going on. So what you got going on?
Always good to be an afterthought, but thank you.
Oh, actually, you weren't an afterthought. You were a before thought.
Oh, that was before thought?
Yeah, because I was just going to come out here and rant and rave like a lunatic
and
throw myself on the floor.
Oh, okay.
Simple stuff. Just really act a fool.
Well, no, I mean, it's good to rant. You got to see, with today, you got to get it off your chest.
Yes.
Say it with your chest to get it off your chest.
There we go.
There's a whole lot going on in the world out there. I've been hearing you talking, and I'm right with you. North Korea, y'all can go to hell.
See, that's what I said. I said we return all the rice back to them in China, right? Call it a wrap. There you done.
How in the hell we going to let... How the hell we...
He's this big.
I know.
He's
telling us what to do.
Right. That's like taking orders from your grandchild. You don't do that.
You think?
Right? You give him the foot.
Your 4-year-old in the sandbox talking about, I want to go to 7-Eleven. No, you can't go to 7-Eleven. I want to go to 7-Eleven. Next thing you know, you putting him in the car, taking this little badass to 7-Eleven.
Yet, we cannot watch a movie because this little 4-foot guy is going there with the finger on the button. I push, I don't push. I push, I don't push. How about I just punch you in your face? We call it a wrap. Put you in a corner.
I don't understand this. We don't back down. I mean, whatever happened to we don't negotiate with terrorists? Whatever happened to that?
That left.
When? Last week?
Yeah, well, that left actually 2 years ago with Obama when he went to negotiate with Mexico.
Oh, my God.
Of all people.
Yeah.
Of all people, you're letting the Mexicans in, but you don't want to talk to them. How does that work? I can get Cuban cigars without having to negotiate in Havana. Through him, now all of a sudden they open the doors to Havana.
Well, Hyman Roth said this would happen years ago. Yeah, The Godfather.
Okay.
Part 2.
Yes, I remember.
Hyman Roth said that we were going to move into Cuba. He said we were going to get relations. We were going to open casinos. Cuba's going to be the next Vegas.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't mind having relations with a Cuban woman, but doesn't mean I have to buy her products. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well,
that's crazy.
It's a brave new world.
I'm frightened.
We're in bed with Cuba and we're getting our ass kicked by, and North Korea is telling us what the hell to do.
We're getting beat up by an 8-year-old kid while trying to get a 90-year-old man who hasn't paid attention in 50 years to anything. What is it? What is Cuba really?
And this is the part of that whole thing I don't understand. We can't see the interview, but Team America World Police, that was okay?
Yeah, we're not allowed. We're the American public. We don't own anything. We don't know nothing.
Right.
Yet we're rioting in the streets against the militia that we built for our protection.
Right.
And yet the police aren't taught sensitivity. They're taught to, you're a suspect. No, even if you call me, you're a suspect.
Okay, here's what they should do with that. Those police that are choking everybody out and shooting everybody, send them over to go see Kim Jong-un.
There we go. That's why I said
send them over there.
Send them along with
Let him talk about he can't breathe, then we can watch all the goddamn movies we want.
Yup, and not only that, we could probably get that on CNN. The Chinaman being choked, Am I right or am I wrong?
Yeah, no, you are
right
dead
through the
right.
roof.
You know what?
Right through the roof with that.
I'm right with you 100%.
You see?
Fuel up the jet. Matter of fact, we can go over there
That's
and
what I offered. I
straighten
said,
this whole thing out in 20
let me
minutes.
go over there. Give me a Hummer. Give me a 50 cal like they do to Arnold and
Yeah,
Stallone. And I'll just mumble a lot like either one of them and claim I'm from Vienna.
The Expendables 5.
Yep.
Our big butts go to North Korea.
I'm willing to go, bro. I'm in. I think we should empty out our jails.
See, this is solidarity.
See?
This is solidarity.
That's the way it's supposed to be.
Solidarity.
I said we empty out all the jails. All these tough guys, these murderers, these rapists, let's see how really tough you are. Here's an airplane. We're going to push you up, and then we're going to throw out your ammunition and 2 days' worth of rations. Show us what you got.
All right, but you know what? we're ahead of ourselves. We talking about how to fix the world, and your audience is going, who the hell is that fat black guy he's talking to? So,
This is Oscar.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, this is Oscar. For those that don't know, I was part of WWE back in the 90s, a team called Men on a Mission. The rapping tag team, I was the rapper, Mo and Mabel, captured the World Tag Team Championship in London back in 1994. Got my career started with the great Vince McMahon and Jerry Lawler. They started me out in the business. And you're all caught up now. That's who I am, and here I am now.
What was Jerry Lawler like?
The coolest. I mean, Jerry Lawler.
Because they make him out to be like a fool.
No, Jerry Lawler is the nicest individual and one of the smartest wrestling aficionados out there today.
Him and Gordon Soley.
Unbelievable. Okay, there's no announcer like Gordon Soley.
No,
Gordon Soley was the king.
I used to love when he used to technify all the moves.
Right, exactly. Gordon Soley. Right, Gordon Soley had the talent to tell the technical side of wrestling, but still give it an entertainment value and tie it all in together. Jim Ross comes close, but nobody could do it like Gordon Soley.
No, Gordon Soley was unbelievable.
Yeah.
He used to kill me the way he used to. And I used to watch it, really, just to listen to him.
And a fantastic voice, too.
And he wasn't afraid of any of these wrestlers.
Right.
They got on him, he got right back on them.
Exactly.
And that's what always made for good entertainment.
Oh, no, you were talking about the king of announcers and color commentators in wrestling.
Definitely.
When the name Gordon Soley come up.
See, when I was younger, I wanted to be a wrestler. I was always too short.
Okay.
And then I met the Brooklyn Brawler, his aunt.
Mm-hmm.
I just happened to marry her husband's daughter.
The Brooklyn Brawler.
Yeah, his aunt Francine.
Really?
Yes, she owned a bridal shop in Santa Mauritius.
Mm-hmm.
She was dating my soon-to-be father-in-law, and I didn't know it, and I met him. And I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. I said, I'd like to be a wrestler. And I'm kind of small. And then I worked for Nassau Coliseum, and I saw Randy Savage. I said, did I miss the boat here? I said, did I really miss the boat? Like, he was like 4 inches shorter than me.
Yeah, see, back in those days, it wasn't like it is now. Now you have a cookie-cutter ensemble cast, male and female. Everybody's got to look like models, and everybody's got to look, for the most part, for the dominant part of it. But back in the 70s, 80s, 90s, you had all shapes and sizes. Because I don't know how you felt like that. You had your midgets. They had a huge presence.
They were phenomenal. I used to love watching the midgets.
And you had your Randy Savages. You had your Giants. You had an eclectic cast of characters, and that made wrestling great.
It's what made it entertaining.
Right.
You got such a big, broad spectrum of everybody.
Everybody. Right.
Gym head, the gym rat.
Right. You had your giants. You had your midgets. You had your pretty boys.
Yep.
You had your you had your gay characters. You had
your freaks,
and then geeks. Your freaks, your geeks, and then in my era, which was the the new generation era, you had some of everything. We had a couple of giants. We had a clown. We had I remember Doink the Clown.
You had Doink.
Right, Doink. Then you had the Insane Clown Posse.
The posse came along. I think Doink they were $1 million. I always enjoyed watching those guys.
Right, yeah. And then you had your rap act, Men on a Mission, Mo, Mabel, and myself. So
Mabel was a big man.
Big
man.
Yeah.
At one time in 87, I would say, probably about 87, 88. One of my friends, his name is Bear. He's 6'6", 320 pounds, former bodyguard for Elton John. I'm at a pizza parlor one night and I'm bitching. I've been trying to get this guy to wrestle for 5 years. I agreed to go on. I'll help promote him. I'll do whatever I got to do. I can't do what I can't do. He said, but you can be a bodyguard. You can stop a bullet, but you won't take a script and play with it and make yourself rich.
Right.
Well, the guy in the pizza parlor says, let me introduce you to somebody. He introduced me to his nephew. His name is Nino.
Mm-hmm.
Nino is 6'7", 420 pounds. I said, Jesus Christ, where'd you come from? He goes, the kitchen. I said, you know, this is what I got planned. He says, look, he says, you come here for dinner. Well, I invite Brian to dinner. I said, yo, Bear, come on. I'm going to take you out to dinner. We had a good week. Well, he looks at me and says, this better not have nothing to do with fighting because I'm telling you I'm not fighting. No. A nice little waitress comes out. We order the food. Food comes out, and Nino's got it all in his arms. He puts it down, and he goes, he says, you're a big boy. And right away, B wants to fight. He says, calm down. He says, I want to be a pro wrestler. He goes, but I need a tag team partner. He goes, between me and you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're big boys.
Okay.
Brian looked at him and said, you know what? He goes, I told you were setting me up, you son of a bitch. Grabbed his coat and he left. I said, why would you want to do that to me? I'm running around like a chick chasing husband. B, come on, man. We're leaving $500,000 a year in the street, bro. Come on. And to this day, he won't even go watch wrestling. And he looks just like the Big Show.
Well, you got some people who they have the look. They may even have the tools, but it's just not their thing. You can't really blame the guy.
Man, no,
but yeah, the guy could have probably
he was
made
the
a
total
fortune.
package.
Yeah.
He had the long hair, the big beard.
Well, what did he wind up doing? What does he do?
A truck driver.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well,
Give me him a truck driver. So you want to work for $50,000 a
lot
year.
safer.
It's a lot safer, but man, your wallet get big fast the other way.
Yeah, but you know what? Peace of mind is worth $1 million.
Yeah.
$1 billion.
That's
So you can't knock the guy for
Nah.
not one, because there's a lot. See, one of the things that he may know, and I'll teach you something real fast. In that business, it's not just about what you can do in the ring or your physicality.
Right.
There's a mental and emotional toll that goes along with being in that business.
Really?
Which is one of the things that I'm working on now. There's a lot of depression that comes after the lights go out.
Yes.
There's a huge amount of travel that goes in that business. We were on the road probably 280 days out the year.
Wow.
Now, everybody's not cut out for that.
No, that's like being a rock star.
That was more grueling and taxing than the actual in-ring work itself.
Wow.
Because you got to understand, you're away from especially those of us that have families.
Yes.
I had a newborn baby at the time when I signed my contract.
Wow.
I was in a relationship, and I'm married now. I'm married to a wonderful woman now. I've been married for a year. If I got a contract for that now, I could not stand to be away from my wife that long.
Wow.
Now, the girlfriend I had at that time, yeah, I could stand away. But the baby I had at that time, that was taxing. But I had to do what I had to do for my family to make a living. I had to raise a kid. But, but you're away from your family to go from airport to a few hours in a hotel on little sleep in a dead of winter when you're in Canada. It's 40 below and you don't know really where you're at. And you slipping on ice and you get in an 8-seater plane with guys that are 5,000 pounds all put together at 4 in the morning before the sun come up. I mean,
it's got to be nerve-wracking.
It is, very. So, I mean, there's a lot of reasons why some people who have the tools and the talent to get in will opt to not go in.
Yeah.
And then the aftermath of it, for some people, they can't handle it.
Well, that's the whole thing. I met a girl who, years ago, I saw her in an emergency room. And I said to her, I know your husband. I said, how are you doing? And she broke down and she cried.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand. She goes, well, you see, my husband was part of the biker community, and we were known, and we used to go here, we used to go there, and people know us. And now we shut down, and now nobody wants to talk to us. It's like, wow. I just can't believe that it impacted her so bad. And then when I met the Blackwood brothers, their wives said the same exact thing.
Right.
They yelled at their husbands, and their husband said, you don't understand something. We got out before we got hurt.
Right.
We got degrees. We're set for the rest of our lives. And the one wife says to me, there's no ESPN. There's no Hollywood parties. There's no Vegas parties. There's no lounging in Florida and everybody wants to picture you for everything. And the husband said it, but we got a life. That's more important than the flip side. And,
it is amazingly difficult from the life of being an entertainer and then going to obscurity. And that's what the movie The Wrestler was about. I mean,
Yes.
I mean, incredible movie with Mickey Rourke where
Yes,
he
I
was
love that movie.
a hot shot wrestler with fans, and then, you know, he made bad decisions, you know, with the money and whatever else.
That's another thing that happens.
And then, you know, he's in a trailer park where he's about to get kicked out. And then, you know, people, you know, recognize him. He's working at a grocery store to make ends meet. So, I mean, imagine the mental toll that would take on an individual. And
I know what that feels
you know,
like to a certain point because I gave my heart and soul to something for 5 years.
Yeah.
And I got removed. And I was so heated for 2 weeks that I literally, I said, just like those girls said, you know what? Ain't no more parties, no more. Now I'm just Paulie.
Right.
Now I'm just me.
Mm-hmm.
And not even realizing everywhere I go, I run into people that watch our show. So I am somebody.
Right.
But I like the notoriety.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing you got to understand, Paulie. I mean, everybody under the sun, we're all God's children. Whether you have this show or whatever, you're somebody when you wake up in the morning. You're somebody with the lives you impacted on your journey along the way, whatever that was, whatever that may be, and you still are.
Right.
And it doesn't take being on television or being on the radio or anything to touch somebody.
Yeah.
You can
I was known well before this.
You can feel the spirit of a stranger and talk to them and give them words of encouragement for 5 minutes, and you can change the course of their lives, and you've done incredible work after that. So everybody should always remember that.
Yeah, one of my friend, he was an addict. I won't say his name. And he worked in the city, great job, and after years, he started giving inspirational speaking at all these centers. And I saw him, and I said, how you doing, bro? And he had tears in his eyes. I said, what? I don't understand. He goes, I'm waiting for the train. I'm at Penn Station. I'm leaning on the wall. And this kid comes up and says, are you so-and-so? He says, yeah. He goes, I just want to thank you. You saved my life. He went, what? That kid remembered everything that guy said and shook his hand. He said, without you, I would have been dead. He goes, they would have found me somewhere, dead. And he goes, now I have become a counselor.
Right.
Because of your inspiration.
Because of your inspiration. You never know.
He said that train ride home was so heartfelt, it made him cry. And even his girlfriend said, what are you crying for? He said, you don't understand something. Because I knew this guy from nothing.
Right.
And he just came and validated me as a person.
That's right. And sometimes it takes that. I mean,
a simple,
you know, you will not know the lives you, I mean, you're not going to run into the people whose lives you touch, but that doesn't mean that you've touched it.
Right.
You do the work, and by the work, I mean a kind word even.
Yes.
You know, telling somebody something that you might know that they don't.
Seeds.
You know, the education, planting the seeds of positivity.
That's me.
In the lives of young people or people your age, even older people.
I say it all the time. Be someone's inspiration.
Right.
Always inspire. You got to make, the only way you become better is by making those less fortunate or someone, like you said, who just needs 5 minutes of your time.
Right.
You give it to them, like my old lady says to me, you know, you talk to this person, you talk to that person. I said, you know what? And when I leave, they're either smiling or they're crying.
Right.
But I help them. So what did I pay for my time? Nothing. God gave it to me. I'm using it at his leisure, not mine.
We're being hailed.
Okay. Yeah, it's about that time. We is out of time.
Well, it's been a great show. We didn't mean to get all sappy at the end.
Yeah.
But I think we delivered a really good message.
I would like to next time you come out, I would like to do an hour show with you.
Hey, not a problem, man.
I think, Oscar, me and you, you know what? Yeah, we decided to do this. Me and you do a show, I'm telling you. I think we got something going on. we both got that inspirational, spiritual feeling.
And we have a lot of fun, though.
Oh, yeah, more fun than anything. This is Paul and
Oscar.
From Madhouse TV. We's out of here. Peace.
Peace.
Yeah.